Hi everyone. Hello. Good evening. Good evening to all. Thank you so much for joining our live today, Andy. If you have any of your friends who are missing this live, you can ask them to join also. We'll wait for a couple of minutes. Hi, hello. I see a lot of you joining. Hello. Good evening. Good evening to all. So today's live. So today's live is about how to incorporate English in your daily lives. So I think me Andri kosam this topic will be very useful. And actually, మనం like last live లో కూడా చాలా మంది people they were asking English ఎలా ఈజీగా నేర్చుకోవాలి and English ఎలా improve చేయాలి అని. I think this is one of a very interesting and very easy way to improve English. ఎందుకంటే by incorporating it in our lives, I think by incorporating it in our lives, we can subconsciously improve English as well. Because మనం ఒక లాంగ్వేజ్ ఎందుకు why do we learn a language? ఎందుకంటే like we want to use it in our daily lives కదా. So as the more you use the language only, we can improve that language. So I think that is very important. And obviously, when you incorporate it in your lives, it will be very useful, and that is one very important way you can improve English. మనం ఇంగ్లీష్ నేర్చుకోదే ఎందుకంటే to like improve our life set, right? So it's very important to incorporate it. So even if you learn English, మీరు ఊరిక like if you just go to a class and you learn, and if you're not using it in your life, in your day-to-day lives, it doesn't mean anything kada. It's just it goes to waste. And okay, we chose this topic, and I know a lot of people will benefit from this topic. So if you have any friends who are yet to join this live, you can ask them to join as well. This live is on Instagram as well as YouTube right now. And also in the end of this live, you can shoot me ఏవైనా questions ఉంటే regarding anything grammar related ga లేకపోతే in general English related ga, you can definitely ask us. There'll be a short Q&A session in the end, so stay tuned for that. Also, you can give us your comments and I will read them in the end of the session. So I think we can start our live today. So for those who have just joined, ఈ రోజు live topic ఏంటంటే how to incorporate English into your day-to-day life. ఈ టాపిక్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. ఎందుకంటే లైక్ ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ లెర్న్ ఇంగ్లీష్, ప్రపంచంలో ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్ కానీ ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టు ఇన్కార్పొరేట్ ఇన్ టు అవర్ లైఫ్స్. అండ్ వి లెర్న్ లాంగ్వేజ్ బికాస్ వీ నీడ్ టు ఇంప్రూవ్ అవర్ లైఫ్ సెట్ కదా. So I think it's very important to incorporate it, and you can incorporate it very easily. Okay, language ni mana lifestyle to paatu, if we start learning, it is the process of learning is very easy. ఒక రూల్స్ పెట్టి ఒక క్లాస్కి వెళ్ళి మనం చదివేది కానీ ఐ థింక్ వెన్ యూ ఇన్కార్పొరేట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ టు యువర్ లైఫ్, మన సబ్కాన్షియస్లీ వీ కీప్ ఇంప్రూవింగ్ దట్ లాంగ్వేజ్ కదా. అండ్ సబ్కాన్షియస్లీ మనకు తెలుసో తెలియకో వీ స్టార్ట్ seeing that language everywhere, start speaking that language. So I think it's very important to incorporate it. So before all that, I think I would like to explain a language consists of four main parts, four main aspects. Okay, any language, a language kana, you need four main aspects, and that is one is listening, second is reading, third is speaking, and fourth is writing. So okay, language these days we have to be sure and we have to improve in all these four aspects equally kada. So today we will learn how to incorporate English in all these four aspects in our lives. So when I talk about these aspects, the first aspect I would say is listening. ఎందుకంటే more than speaking, reading and writing, listening takes very less effort కదా. Because speaking అంటే మనం మాట్లాడగలగాలి, and if you're reading we have to take something and we have to take a newspaper, force చేసి మనం చదవాలి, and when we are writing we have to take some time, we have to put some effort. But listening is very easy. మనం మల్టీటాస్క్ చేయొచ్చు while we are listening something కదా. Like a lot of housewives, I know a lot of housewives who keep listening to radio when they are cooking, కానీ like when we are doing some other hard work, or even in office when people are doing some manual work, they tend to listen to audio or radio, right? Because మనం ఏ పని కైనా, like if we can simultaneously listen and as well as we can do that job. So I think listening is very easy, very subconsciously done work. So when we are thinking about listening, ఇప్పుడు ఈ listening aspect లో మనం ఎలా ఈ English ని incorporate చేద్దాం. We can listen to music. First and foremost, my topmost priority will be listening to music. Music ante you can listen, like we can say లేదండి నాకు ఇంగ్లీష్ మ్యూజిక్ అంత చాలా నచ్చదు, ఐ లైక్ ఓన్లీ నేటివ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ అండి, మన ఫోక్ సాంగ్స్ నాకు చాలా నచ్చు అంటే ఐ గెట్ ఇట్, ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్. బట్ మీరు ఇంకా కొంచెం మీతోడి థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ ని ఇంకా మీరు ఒక స్టెప్ ముందుకు పెట్టి యూ హ్యావ్ టు లిసన్ టు ఈవెన్ లైక్ స్మాల్ రైమ్స్. ఇప్పుడు మీరు హౌస్ వైఫ్స్ గా ఉండొచ్చు, మీకు చిన్న టాడ్లర్స్ ఉండొచ్చు, మీ పిల్లలు ఉండొచ్చు, వాళ్ళందరికి కూడా చాలా రైమ్స్ వాళ్ళ స్కూల్లో నేర్చుకుంటారు కదా. అలాగే లైక్ ఈవెన్ స్మాల్ రైమ్స్ యూ కెన్ స్టార్ట్ లిజనింగ్ టు. మీ పిల్లలతో పాటు మీరు చాలా మంచి రైమ్స్ వినొచ్చు. సో ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఈజీ. సో ఐ వుడ్ సే యూ కెన్ డూ రైమ్స్, ఎనీథింగ్ ఈవెన్ as సింపుల్ as రైమ్స్. మీరు ఎక్కువ లైక్ ఒక ర్యాప్ సాంగ్ వినాలి, అది వినాలి, వెరీ లైక్ ఎందుకంటే చాలా మందికి లిజనింగ్ టు ఇంగ్లీష్ సాంగ్స్ కొంచెం బోర్‌గా ఉంటుంది కదా. అందుకే ఐ వుడ్ సే ఐ వుడ్ ఎంకరేజ్ యూ ఆల్ టు లిసన్ టు ఈవెన్ స్మాల్ రైమ్స్. Okay, because even rhymes have so much meaning, so much English meanings into it. So keep listening. As you listen, కొంచెం కొంచెంగా like you can start with rhymes, and then మీకు నచ్చిన ఏవైనా మ్యూజిక్, మేబీ హార్డ్ మెటల్ or something melodious, or మీకు నచ్చిన ఏవైనా ఒక ఆర్టిస్ట్. A lot of people know Justin Bieber or Adele. Imari, like any music or any artist that you like, వాళ్ళ songs కొంచెం వినండి. And when you're the one important thing when you're listening to all this is you have to be consciously listening. Don't just listen to our music బాగుంది అని వినకుండా, just you make sure you're concentrating on what they are saying, the lines. Because when we're thinking about songs, no, songs express so much of feelings. Songs is a very important way of communicating your feelings or communicating the situation or how you're thinking kada. So when you're listening to songs, the words in it will help you communicate your own feelings in English. So ilage you can incorporate it very well when you're listening to English songs. So ikka chala mandiki they don't like songs kada, they feel songs are boring, or songs vinte I feel like sleeping antaru. వాళ్ళందరి కోసం ఐ వుడ్ సజెస్ట్ పాడ్కాస్ట్. ఓకే, పాడ్కాస్ట్ అంటే ఏమంటే పీపుల్ విల్ బి టాకింగ్, దే విల్ హ్యావ్ అ కాన్వర్సేషన్. ఆ కాన్వర్సేషన్ ఆడియో లాగా రికార్డ్ చేసి యూ కెన్ సీ ఇట్ ఇన్ స్పాటిఫై ఆర్ ఎనీ మ్యూజిక్ యాప్ ఆర్ ఈవెన్ యూట్యూబ్. చాలా మంది పాడ్కాస్ట్ వేస్తున్నారు. సో యూ కెన్ లిసన్ టు ఆల్ దోస్ పాడ్కాస్ట్, బికాస్ ఈవెన్ ఇన్ మ్యూజిక్ ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ థింక్ లైక్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ knowledgeable or you think it's boring, you can listen to podcasts, because podcasts by many celebrities or many YouTube people or many even motivational speakers. వాళ్ళందరి పాడ్కాస్ట్ వింటే like you feel some nice thoughts entering your mind. అది కూడా చాలా బాగుంటుంది కదా. And you can start slowly, కొంచెం ఒక 5 minutes 10 minutes అలా మీరు ఎఫర్ట్ వేసుకుని కూడా you can definitely listen to podcasts, because podcast is like a conversation కదా. మీరు ఏ ఎఫర్ట్ వేయవద్దు, like one person will speak and then another person will speak. వాళ్ళ కాన్వర్సేషన్ స్టైల్ ఎలా ఉంది, ఇలాగే యూ కెన్ లెర్న్ అ లాట్ అబౌట్ కాన్వర్సింగ్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్, విచ్ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ లో ఉంటే ఆపోజిట్ మనిషి ఏ థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ వచ్చి ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తున్నారు అని వీ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ వెరీ క్లియర్లీ. సో ఐ వుడ్ సజెస్ట్ లిసన్ టు పాడ్కాస్ట్. And lastly, I would also suggest to listen to audiobooks. If you don't like music, if you're not interested in doing podcasts, you can definitely listen to audiobooks. Audiobooks ante you don't have to think of ninde philosophical audiobooks lekunda spiritual audiobooks alantivi kadandi. Even normal Ramayana and Mahabharata are there in audiobooks, right? And I think it's really good. సో మనకు తెలిసిన స్టోరీస్, మనకు ఆల్రెడీ మనకు గుర్తుండే స్టోరీస్ లైక్ రామాయణ, మహాభారతాన్ని వి నో ఆల్రెడీ రైట్? ఆ స్టోరీస్‌ని వాళ్ళు ఎలా ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో నరేట్ చేస్తారు, ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో ఎలా ఎక్స్‌ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారని చూస్తే ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్. దట్ వే వి కెన్ లెర్న్ అ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ వర్డ్స్. ఎందుకంటే వి ఆల్రెడీ నో ద స్టోరీ కదా! అప్పుడు ఈ ఇంగ్లీష్ టర్మ్ ఈ తెలుగులో దీన్ని చెప్పడానికి వీళ్ళు ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో ఇలా ట్రాన్స్‌లేట్ చేశారు అని కూడా మనకొక నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది. సో ఐ థింక్ దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్. So I would suggest audiobooks, and if you don't like, if you want to go more like rather than Mahabharata and Ramayana, you can listen to any book, because chala mandiki a book తీసి ఆ బుక్ ఓపెన్ చేసి చదవడం is like very difficult. They have an aversion towards it. For those people, I would definitely recommend audiobooks more than podcasts and music. So, and I would say, oh, what otti music matram, or just podcast matram, or just audiobooks matram koda. I am suggesting this for everybody. మీరు ఈ మూడు ఆప్షన్స్ కూడా మీరు యూస్ చేసి, you can listen to music in the morning, you can listen to your favorite celebrity or favorite spiritual person or motivational speakers podcast in the evening when you're going on in your car, మీరు వర్క్ కి వెళ్ళేప్పుడు, or when you return back from work, you can do all of this. Or even when you're working out in the gym, మీరు ఇవన్నీ యూస్ చేయొచ్చు. You can use an audio book when you're like running a treadmill. So ఇవన్నీ like time consuming tasks కాదు, and it's just small changes in your lifestyle that can help you learn English, that can bring English into your lives very well. So now that I've covered listening, the next one is obviously speaking. So speaking definitely takes a little bit of effort more than listening. సో స్పీకింగ్ అంటే ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ టు జస్ట్ ఒక రూమ్‌లో మీరు మాత్రమే ఎక్కడనో చూసి, గోడను చూసి మాట్లాడండి అని అనుకోవడం. ద థింగ్ ఈస్, స్పీక్ టు పీపుల్ వెన్ యూర్ ఔట్‌సైడ్. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఒక రెస్టారెంట్‌కెళ్లారు, యూ కెన్ ఆర్డర్ ఫుడ్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్. ట్రై స్మాల్ సెంటెన్సెస్. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరైనా ఒక ఫారినర్ మీ దగ్గర వచ్చి ఏవైనా డైరెక్షన్స్ అడిగితే, ట్రై టు టెల్ దెమ్ ఇన్ స్మాల్ సెంటెన్సెస్. మీకు ఎలా నచ్చిందో, మీకు ఎలా లైక్ హౌఎవర్ in whichever way you're able to form the sentence, మీరు అది చేసి మీరు చెప్పొచ్చు. So wherever you have the like a moment or a chance to speak in English, try your best to speak in English. And only when you speak English మీకు ఆ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వస్తుంది. Even if it's right or wrong, only if you make mistakes you will correct it కదా. So you have to speak English. Try speaking in English with your friends. ఇప్పుడు you have two other friends who also want to learn English. మీరందరూ కలిసి you can definitely learn English by just speaking to one another. మీరు ఓపెనే లైక్ ఇట్ విల్ బి అ ఫన్నీ థింగ్ ఆల్సో. మీరు చాలా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తూ ఇవన్నీ చేయొచ్చు. సో స్పీక్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ ఎస్పెషలీ ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ ఆర్డరింగ్ ఫుడ్, మీరు ఏమైనా ఒక నార్మల్ యాక్టివిటీ చేస్తుంటే, ఎవరికైనా ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ పీపుల్ ఇన్ యూర్ ఆఫీస్, మీ కాలీగ్స్ దగ్గర మీరు డెఫినెట్గా ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడచ్చు. యూ కెన్ గివ్ స్మాల్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ టు దెమ్ వెన్ యూఆర్ కమ్యూనికేటింగ్. సో ఆల్ దిస్ విల్ డెఫినెట్లీ హెల్ప్, బికాస్ మీరు వచ్చి అది, even when you're listening, you're just listening on how it is, how the word is, or how the sentence is. But మీరు అది వచ్చి స్పీక్ చేస్తేనే you will be able to use it in your day-to-day lives కదా. Why are we learning English? To use it in our day-to-day life. So you have to speak. మీరు స్పీక్ చేస్తేనే, as you keep practicing, you will be able to perfect the way you speak, your pronunciation, especially pronunciation matram only మనం మాట్లాడనే we will improve our pronunciation, because that is very important. And grammar also, as you speak, because మనం read చేస్తే కూడా sometimes we make mistakes. Even when we write we make mistakes, కానీ when we speak we will understand more. Oh, I think ఏదో తేడా ఉంటుంది అని, and you will change that. So speaking is very important. So try speaking with your friends, try speaking with strangers. Only when you speak you will gain confidence. And speaking is one of the main aspects of any language. It's the basic form of communication, so you have to do this. It takes a little bit of effort, but it is definitely worth it. Konchanga you can incorporate just small words, small sentences every day. Some sentence you can use, I think it's very important. So even if you like some music, you can definitely sing it out, right? That is also a form of speaking. You just have to become verbal, and that's very important. So speaking, I think it's very easy. So the next one will be writing. So one more very important form of communication is writing, right? Because మనం స్పీక్ టు హూ we can speak to our friends. Speaking ఒక కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వస్తుంది, I get it, but writing is also equally important. ఎందుకంటే like nowadays nobody speaks, we text a lot, emails రాస్తున్నాం, emails send చేస్తున్నాం. So I think it's very important to write. ఇప్పుడు like after school and college, I don't think any of us are writing anymore. We are all typing on our phones, typing emails. We just do that, ఇవే చేస్తున్నాం. So I think it's very important you do all that in Telugu. Like ఇప్పుడు when we are texting even on WhatsApp to our friends, మన ఫ్రెండ్స్ గ్రూప్కి ఏమైనా మెసేజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే కూడా we do this Tanglish method కదా, which means ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే తెలుగు సెండ్ చేస్తాం. సో ఐ వుడ్ సే డోంట్ డూ దట్ బికాస్ యూ స్పాయిలింగ్ బోత్ ద లాంగ్వేజెస్. ఓకే, మీరు ఐ వుడ్ సే you type English letters and English words and communicate in English when you're texting, because obviously we are not writing anymore. Manam rayadam, like nobody's doing that. So అందుకే when we are texting, when whatever message you're sending, text in proper English. Make sure the grammar is correct. Make sure the punctuation in that is correct, because only then we will be able to improve kada, because that is the most common or most easiest form of communication today is texting and sending emails kada. Emails kuda we send only when we are in office to our colleagues in a more professional setting. But texting, we text everybody. మన అమ్మ నాన్న కూడా ఇప్పుడని lot of people text కదా. So whenever you're texting, make sure you're texting in English and make sure that pronunciation is correct, the grammar is correct, because that will help a lot. Even small changes like this will help you improve English a lot. And మీకు ఏవైనా టైపోస్ అవన్నీ వస్తుంది, make sure you take a note of it, because మనం ఏవైనా ఒక సెంటెన్స్ లేకపోతే లైక్ ఒక వర్డ్ దాని స్పెల్లింగ్ కూడా మనం మిస్ అవుతాం. So in those times, I think the typos really help. And once when the typo gives you the suggestion, make sure that మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి ఆ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ స్పెల్లింగ్ ఏంటంటే, and next time you can make it right without the help of the typo. So in that way, that will really help you. And when we are saying writing, I think texting is a great option. Second option is some effort that you have. If you want to put some effort, if you want to personalize your journey of learning English, you can write journals. And ఈ రోజు ఏం, like what did I do, what all did I do today, ఒక revamp, revising your memory of each day, ఒక journal, just 10 sentences. ఈ రోజు నేను ఇదని చేశాను, like ఈ రోజు I met all these people, వీళ్ళని కలిసాను. You can write that. Just 10 sentences of what happened in your day will help you train your mind to communicate in English. Okay, so you can write just 10 sentences every day in the night. It will take hardly 5 minutes. You can even type it on your phone, it's fine. But make sure that sentence is correct, the punctuation is correct. So all that will help you in communicating your thoughts in English, because language itself is communicating our thoughts and being able to understand the other person's thoughts kada. So this will definitely help. So journaling is nothing but మీరు ఏవని చేశారు, like this week what not did I do, లేకపోతే టుడే ఈ రోజు బొద్దు నుంచి రాత్రి వరకు నేను ఏం చేశాను, ఎవరిని కలిసాను, ఎక్కడ వెళ్ళాను. All that you can write and keep just in 10 sentences. So that will help you in refreshing your memory and making sure that your communication and your thought process is good in English. So after journaling, I would say, if people don't like journaling, I don't like remembering and the chala, like, if something bad happens in a day, even in the night also, adi na mind ki vastundi, so I don't want journaling ante, you can do a to-do list, because today there are so many things in our mind that it's better if you do a to-do list. Like bodun lazy, today I'm going to do all this. You can start in a very positive note if you do to-do list. So our to-do list kuda meer vachi not just 2 words. Ippudu I have to go to work and write a letter. Ilage మీరు వచ్చి just in 2 words 3 words రాయకుండా write a proper sentence. Today I have to go to office. Now this will be a proper sentence kada. So whenever you write proper sentences in to-do list and try to finish them, so that will be a very positive thing when you're learning English, when you're learning a language. You will have this fulfillment, like a bodhine, like I learned something, I tried to do something in English and that helped me really well. So that will give you a positive impact, a positivity vastundi మీ ఈ learning journey lo. So I think it's very important to do a to-do list. And also, if you're texting, make sure you text in proper English, not Telugu words in English. Okay. So I think we have covered writing, and the last, I don't know, మీలో చాలా మందికి ఇది నచ్చా లేదా అని నాకు తెలియదు, but reading is the last aspect of communication, because if somebody is communicating, somebody is writing something, you should understand it, right? That's the whole point of reading. So ఇప్పుడు reading అంటే a lot of people don't like reading books, but reading books is a great option, not just to learn language, but ఇప్పుడు మనకి చాలా లాంగ్వేజెస్లో ఉన్నాయి చాలా బుక్స్, లాట్ ఆఫ్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఫ్రమ్ అదర్ లాంగ్వేజెస్. ఇప్పుడు ఒక బెంగాలీ రైటర్ కావచ్చు, ఒక తమిళ్ రైటర్ కావచ్చు, ఒక మలయాళం రైటర్ కావచ్చు, దే రైట్ ఇన్ దేర్ ఓన్ నేటివ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్. And most of these languages are translated in English, kada. And when you learn English, when you read those books, you try to get the knowledge of those people. So a knowledge base, at least you can definitely learn and write English, and you have to read those books in English only. So it's not just about learning language, it's about gaining knowledge from a lot of people from a lot of languages. I think that's why English is a global language. That's why it connects every single person in the world, and that's why I think it's a great channel for connecting all the knowledge around the world. So definitely read a lot of books. And my suggestion to, if మీరు ఇప్పుడు దాకా you've not even read even one book also, and but if you have this passion, if you have this want to read, ఒక reading habit start చేయాలి అని, if you think, I have a few suggestions. You can start with a nice comic book. You like cartoons, ఇప్పుడు even if you are a Marvel fan or a DC fan, there are so many comic books on Marvel and DC, right? Pick up a nice comic book and start reading. That is a great way to start reading. Okay, and ఇప్పుడు like even if you have Times of India లో supplementary papers ఉంది కదా, in even in that there are small comic strips. Like if you say I can't read a book అండి, దీనికోసం I can't like buy a comic book అంటే, the easiest way is to read the comic strip on your everyday supplementary paper. So start very slowly, and the thing is, మీరు ఎంత చదివారు, like how many books have you read is not the point. The point is you're reading something, you're making an effort, and as you go on, you can definitely improve on reading. So definitely start doing comic books slowly, and start reading Mahabharata and Ramayana in English editions. And you can read a lot of Amar Chitra Kathas, manaku already తెలిసిన స్టోరీస్, తెలిసిన క్యారెక్టర్స్, అవన్నీ మనం ఇంగ్లీష్లో రీడ్ చేసేప్పుడు we try to understand the same emotion but in English. So it will definitely improve our English vocabulary, and it will definitely improve our English sentence formation. ఒక ఎమోషన్ని ఎలా ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేయాలి ఇంగ్లీష్లో అని, it is very helpful అండి. So try doing those comic books. And if you're not a comic book person, I want to like నేను ఇప్పుడు ఒక బుక్ చదివితే దాని ద్వారా I should have a lot of knowledge also. If you think like that, you can definitely read any of the spiritual gurus book, or if you're a very spiritual person, you can definitely do that. You can read Jay Shetty's book. It's just a suggestion, but you can read any of the spiritual books. If you think I lack motivation and I want to achieve a lot in life, read any self-help book, any motivational book. Or if you're a person who wants to improve your investments, నేను ఎస్ఐపిలో ఎలా ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి, దీంట్లో ఎలా ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయాలి అని నాకు చాలా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంది అంటే, you can definitely read like rich dad poor dad, a book like that, which will help you in your financial aspects. మనం financial గా ఎలా ఒక ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ పెట్టాలి అని, like if you have that interest, you can definitely choose the books that are in those interest zones, and you can definitely read them. ఎందుకంటే ఎవ్రీ సింగిల్ పర్సన్ has different interest కదా. ఆ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ద్వారా if you start learning English, it is very easy. Like it's learning something that we really like. So whatever it is, learning English is actually very easy when you approach it through the channels that you have a lot of interest in. So that way I would really suggest everyone to read books. Start slowly, start with comics, any area of interest that you like. So that is very important. And also, if you're reading books, not just reading books, even on Instagram or Facebook, if you're like because nowadays మనం చాలా కన్స్యూమ్ చేసేది వచ్చి, it's just these posts and posters and quotes, English quotes from Instagram and Facebook and Twitter also. So I would say follow such pages that will help you grow in English, that give you English tips or any quotes that you like, motivational quotes, English tips. ఇలాంటి పేజెస్ మీరు ఫాలో చేస్తే యూ కెన్ డెఫినెట్లీ యూ వితౌట్ పుట్టింగ్ ఎనీ ఎఫర్ట్ బికాస్ ఎనీ హౌ బొద్దున్ లేసి we take our phone and we start reading Instagram and Facebook posts kada. So if you keep following those pages, at least okay, 10 posts, 10 celebrities posts, Majilo, you can at least, read something related on English that will improve your English. So that is a great way to incorporate English in your lives, which is through Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And by this, I would also say you can also follow our page on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. We keep posting a lot of posts, stories. We have a lot of quiz also every day, so which will improve your English. This is one of the aspects because all these aspects together will help you improve English a lot. And when you incorporate this in your life, you will start thinking also in English. So it is very much easy. You will become a native English speaker without any hassles. Chala baga meer English మాట్లాడతారు. So don't worry. These are exquisite tips, I would say. I think these are very easy to incorporate. Koni tips మీరు కొంచెం కొంచెంగా if you start incorporating, it's very easy అండి. You won't even feel like you're putting so much effort. నేను ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడగలనా, like you will not have any self doubt. These are very easy ways to learn English, to incorporate them in your life. Subconsciously మీరు learn చేస్తూనే ఉంటారు. So I think this is very important, and that's why we wanted to pick this topic. So now I think all of you have great tips. So even if you want any other suggestions, you can definitely put them on the comments below. I think we read some comments now. Hi everyone. Lot of you are saying hi. So hi. Suppose ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఈ 30 minutes of live or 30 minutes of discussion miss చేస్తే, this live will be on our Instagram page. So you can definitely go to our Instagram page. It will be saved there. మీరు దాంట్లో కూడా చూడొచ్చు. So one person has asked, what do you mean by vocabulary? Vocabulary ante మనం daily use చేస్తున్నే words. Like whatever words we use to mean something, that is the vocabulary. Basically all the words in your dictionary is vocabulary. Shushmita has asked, how can we improve our vocabulary? So you can improve your vocabulary by all these four methods, but I would definitely suggest reading. In the country, when you're reading something, there are a lot of words you will learn, and reading lo context ఉంటుంది కదా, like in the situation this sentence has been said అంటే ఆ సెంటెన్స్ లో ఏవైనా ఒక వర్డ్ మీకు అర్థం కాలేదంటే you can definitely go to a dictionary and refer to the dictionary. ఆ మీనింగ్ కరెక్ట్ అంటే కీప్ యూజింగ్ ఇట్ ఇన్ యువర్ డే టు డే లైఫ్. ఇప్పుడు ఒక ట్రయంఫ్ అనే ఒక వర్డ్ దాని మీనింగ్ మీరు చూస్తుంటారంటే, see that word and try to incorporate it in your day-to-day lives. In wherever you get the chance, use the word triumph, so it will stay in your mind and it will be an added word to your vocabulary. That's how you keep learning vocabulary is like collecting words and keep using them. Okay, so Sham has asked how to use navigate word in a different situation. Okay, navigate is basically అంటే directions correct ఏది కరెక్ట్ direction లేవు అని చూస్ చేయడమే navigation. So navigation can be in the decisions or any way you're going is navigation. So I think if you take a dictionary and if you see all the words, it will be easier for you to use them. Hi guys, for everyone who has just joined, thank you so much. Hi. Do you have any other doubts? Please let us know in the comments. Yeah. So somebody has asked how to write email. This is a very big topic, Andy. I can't really answer exactly, but we have a new course coming up, which is career enrichment program. So use is nothing but me resume నుంచి how to write corporate emails and how to behave or how to communicate well in a professional setup. ఇవన్నీ దాంట్లో ఉంటుంది. So you can definitely contact the number on our Insta bio, and I think that would be really helpful. Or otherwise also we keep posting a lot of contents related to writing corporate emails and emails in general. So keep following our page. Okay, somebody has asked, what are all these awards behind you? Okay. These are not my awards, Andy. This is by English Partner, Ma Awards actually. Recently, also, I think we won nationwide awards, which was given to us by Business Mint on the category Best Online Educator for English for the year 2023. So that is our most recent award for this year, first award for this year. We also have a lot of awards from other regions as well. In the country, English partners not just for Telugu. We are doing. We have English partner Tamil. We have English partner Malayalam. We have English partner Kannada. We have English partner Hindi, and we have English partner Arabic also. So we have a lot of languages. So from all these regions, we are recognized in all these regions. So these awards are like a small token of appreciation from the governments of the regions. So we are really happy about them. But more than that, we are actually happy that we are able to gain the trust of a lot of our students who have joined us. We've been able to train a lot of them, and we are really happy that they have actually achieved something in life. So we are really happy to be part of their journey. Somebody has asked how to learn English in a short time. Actually, incorporating English in your life is a very easy way to learn English in a short time. From English Partner, our motto is you can definitely learn English in 2 months. So 2 months is a great time to learn English. But any language, we have to keep updating, kada. We have to keep using it. Only then we can improve that English. But learning basic English, you can definitely do in 2 months, and that is what even our course is based upon. 2 months low, you can definitely learn a good amount of English, which is very important to your day-to-day lives. Okay, Shushmita has asked, how can we improve in speaking English confidently? You have to be confident. ఎందుకంటే మీరు భయపడితే you will not be able to speak English and confidence ఎలా వస్తుంది? Even if it's wrong, start using the language. Start whatever you learn, start using it. మీరు ఏమైనా ఒక న్యూ సెంటెన్స్ లేకపోతే ఒక న్యూ వర్డ్ ఎక్కడైనా చూస్తే if you learn a new word, start using it, start speaking it. అప్పుడే you will be able to learn English and you will be able to speak English correctly. So the more you speak, the more confident you get in English. It is practice. You can't do it in one day, but you have to keep practicing. So I think we have been able to. என்னடா end ஆயிடுச்சு